Family, MAGA keeps proving that racism isn't just ugly, that it's expensive. And in this case, to the tune of billions of dollars. And the culprit, y'all not gonna believe it, it's a Karen.
So there were 452 illegals apprehended at the Hyundai mega plant construction site yesterday near Savannah. And I was the one that reported the information that I had to ICE.
Are you stupid or something?
See that ultimate supreme Karen in Georgia that's running for office? She done fucked up the whole program. Yeah, the one that called them people on that factory in Georgia near Savannah. She done messed up the whole operation, baby.
What up, my beautiful black people? Welcome to Black People Politics Network. I'm Mr. Red. Now today we're going to break down how this one MAGA Karen's racist antics are going to cost the U.S. billions of dollars. And not to mention the lost investments potential. And this is how MAGA ignorance continues to blow up in the face of MAGA, of Trump, and this country. Today we're going to get into this story. We're going to see how you all feel about it. Let's strap in. Let's get after it.
I was the one that reported the information that I had to ICE. These people are working for slave wages. Some are not getting paid. Some are being trafficked. They send money home to their country. They give money to their handler. They have hardly anything left. They live in homes 5 families deep, have no quality of life, modern day slavery.
There's that word again.
It didn't go the way that you thought, did it? Because the way that you were so happy to share with the world voluntarily that you were the one that contacted ICE, that got that Hyundai plant that was in the middle of being constructed, completely shut down, and over 400 people arrested, most of them being Koreans, which you seemed kind of confused about until you realized that Hyundai is owned by Koreans.
They weren't here to steal American jobs. They were here to teach Americans how to run the plant. That's 8,000 jobs that were supposed to happen in Georgia that now might not happen.
I want people to understand something. When you bring a company over from another country, it is not uncommon for them to bring workers that actually know. Those workers, 9 times out of 10, are not just working the line. They're training people to get the job done, okay? The way that they want to do it. It's creating more jobs.
So here's the setup. Tory Branham is MAGA wannabe congressperson who decided to spot off at the mouth and basically call ICE at a facility, a Hyundai facility in Georgia. She thought she was doing her civic duty to MAGA to make America great by calling ICE. And ICE does what ICE does. And it went and actually started rounding up South Korean immigrants. The only problem is these South Korean immigrants were supposed to be here. They were building this plant and the plant wasn't ready for us to be able to take over. They were establishing the plant. They were going to have to train Americans on how to operate this plant. But this didn't really get off the ground fully because women like Tory, these Karens who feel like they got to insert themselves in every goddamn thing, because of her, South Korea is pissed. And South Korea should be pissed. South Korea is one of the United States' biggest foreign investors. And in a time where other investors are going and collaborating with other countries due to Trump and his tariffs and his horrible trade policy and basically his horrible policy toward other countries, we might lose this trade partner. We might lose someone who's been with us for a long time, just as like Mexico and Canada and all these other places. Because South Korea's feeling like, why should we do business with you clowns when we can't even trust you all to allow us to do what you asked us to do? And honestly, my people, I can't blame them.
The way these people were being treated is what matters. I didn't know a damn thing about the Koreans. That wasn't my dish. And obviously that's being investigated because they had work visas that had expired.
You should see what the President of the United States has to say about this because he's walking this back as well.
It's a battery factory in that case, as I'm told. And, you know, when they're building batteries, if you don't have people in this country right now that know about batteries, maybe we should help them along and let some people come in and train our people.
Because Hyundai, pronounced like Sunday, not Hyundai like you're saying, is a Korean company. So it makes sense in this instance that Hyundai would send Korean nationals over to train people as those factories are being built.
The ripple effect that young lady made by calling ICE on all of those Asian folks at that Hyundai plant. You realize what you just did, right? You just cost America millions and millions and millions of dollars. Because South Korea, I don't think they want to do business with America anymore after that.
MAGA loves to scream and shout, and we don't need immigrants and foreigners, America first, and we're better than everybody else, and this should be the land of us. But when South Korea decides to pull back, guess what happens? Plants close, jobs are lost, billions vanish. See, hate don't only just make you look stupid, it makes you broke. See, global business don't play MAGA games. That's a local thing. That's a y'all are stupid thing. See, these other countries that Trump keep messing around with, they got options. And that's what's happening. A lot of countries are going to other places to do business because it is untenable to do business here in the United States because of the stupidity of this administration and especially the people that support it.
So South Korea, they made a response. And it's in the video that I tagged.
현장 대책반을 출범시킬 것을 지시하는 등 적극 대처 중입니다.
And he's calling again and he sounds pissed.
And you can't blame nobody else. You can't blame anybody else but yourself because you got on this internet, this world wide web, and made sure everybody knew that it was you, fam. That's wild.
The only people that are mad about this raid in Elabelle, Georgia at the Hyundai mega site are probably people that don't pay taxes.
Shut up, loser.
Hey, lady, that's a part of that weird cult. I don't know if you realize it, but you calling ICE on those Hyundai plant workers did not win Americans' jobs. It just cost them their job because we're not skilled enough to do them.
Now, this Tory woman thought she was actually doing some shit, but she wasn't. She just made things worse, just like MAGA always does. This woman thought that she was owning the libs, and you see how stupid it is that little thing, you know, that's their claim to fame. Owning the libs. But what she really ended up doing was owning herself. And every MAGA fool that is like her, that is standing with her and Trump. That's why I call these videos FAFO videos, right? They F around thinking that racism is free. And then they find out when it affects their wallets, their jobs, and their reputations, which I don't really think they care about their reputations. And family, I'm not even exaggerating to y'all. Economists are saying that this could cost us billions with a B. Trump also talked about bringing manufacturing back. Who's going to trust bringing manufacturing back when you can't even trust doing business with this administration because of the dumbasses like Tory Branham?
First of all, for y'all to call me fat, harass my kids, dox my daughter, put my 19-year-old daughter's workplace and phone number on the internet, well, you're low-life scum. And second of all, you call me all these names, and then when I respond, you're like, ma'am, I can't believe you're talking that way when you're running for Congress. Well, guess what? Welcome to the day where politicians stand up to trash.
That ain't the pot calling the kettle black.
They have now doxed her. They have all her information out. They have all her relatives' information. They have her address, her phone number. They even have the estimated cost of her home online. And I'm going to go on record and say this. She very well knew the consequences behind her actions before she did it. She knew that.
Stand on business, and when I say something, I don't back down from it. This isn't a pissing contest.
That video from Tory Branham is interesting because I've been reading posts all day from her two daughters begging the public to leave them alone and begging her to stop posting these awful videos.
But this ain't just about Tory. This is about what MAGA has always been. A movement that thinks it's America first, but really it's a movement that is going to destroy America. And it will be written about for generations to come. It will be talked about how stupid this time is. Just like every other period where these same type of people fucked it up. They don't really care about what happens in this country. They are not real patriots. They don't care about jobs. They don't care about making America great. They just care about making America white again. They don't care about stability. They only care about their hate because that's all they got. They're pathetic, weak little people. And they do pathetic, weak-ass shit like Tory Branham.
$4.3 billion is a lot of money to sacrifice for hatred. Y'all need to understand that your hatred for other races is very expensive. Miss Hyundai lady,
those 450 Koreans that you got detained, those are going to be the people who are going to train the Americans to do the job to run that plant. And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't there going to be about 1,400 new jobs brought to that plant? But because of your hatred for somebody who is not the same snow-colored pale race as you might have cost Georgia a lot of money.
So the next time you hear MAGA saying America first, I want you to think about this dumbass Tory Branham. Remember the money at stake. Remember how much she cost America and Americans and even her local economy jobs. And just remember that hate doesn't protect America. It sells America out. Don't ever feel bad for these people. Don't ever feel bad for calling these people stupid, because we call out their actions. Their actions are dumb. Their actions are stupid. Their ignorance is costing us jobs. Their ignorance is going to cost us money. Their ignorance is going to cost us this country. Their ignorance is going to cost everyone their freedom and our futures. Stay vigilant, stay engaged, stay revolutionary.